Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. As I have promised in my previous video, this is a part 2 of accessorizing my bike. So without wasting too much time, let's take a look what I just got and let's get it installed. Alright guys, so let's take a look what I'm going to be installing today. A chrome coil cover from Harley, turn signal trim rings, a Visor Style trim rings also in chrome, and both front and rear axle nut covers. They're both Harley branded. That's kind of the theme that I was going with. Also the kit for the front axle covers, because it actually has nothing to attach to, so they make you buy this kit, otherwise you can't get it installed. Alright, let's get these accessories put on the bike. Alright, so to install these trim rings, it's super simple, as you've seen from my previous video. These just pop right off and the new ones go on. Alright, next on the list is a passing lamp trim rings. To get them installed, all we need is a Phillips screwdriver. Alright guys, so this was a little harder than expected. Not because it was hard, but it was just a little tedious. Let me show you why. Alright, so the new ring is definitely a lot stiffer than a stock one. Also, the inside of the new trim ring has this rubber gasket, which makes this passing light a super tight fit. Also, let me take this off and show you the actual mounting point on the back. So, if you look at the back, you'll see there's this spacer that has a little notch here, and also there's a little protruding notch here that has to fit in this area. So, when you're putting everything back in, it's super tight, plus you can't really see this notch, so you just basically have to try to align the best you possibly can before putting it in, right? And then tightening the new ring is also a little bit tighter, so you kind of have to align everything, put everything back in place again, make sure this thing kind of fits here, so you get a nice proper fit, and then you have to press it in while squeezing the ring and tightening the bottom bolt. All right, so that's just a quick note on that. For those of you who have Heritage Classic, probably already know that There is no matching headlight trim ring, visor style that is. So unfortunately we're gonna have to leave it the way it is right now until I either find a solution or Harley or a third party releases a matching trim ring. I have seen some guys do some modifications to a Road King visor style trim ring, so I may have to take a look at that, and if I find a solution I'll definitely post. Next thing on the install list is a coil cover. For this, all we need to do is to remove the stock bolt, use the new supply bolt, and install the cover. Alright, next to install are the front axle nut covers, which require an axle cover assembly. So looking at this assembly kit, it comes with several things. Obviously the rod that goes inside and two axle covers. If you look closer, if I can focus on this, they are different diameter on each side, right? So looking at a bike, the left side, that's where the thinner diameter goes in, and the right side, that's where the thicker diameter goes in, right? Also, it does come with two long bolts and two short bolts, two spacers, and a little rubber gasket that goes onto the rod. So let's get this thing installed, and if I see anything specific, I'll stop the video and point it out. Alright, so as per the instructions, the right side goes in first, right, and the O-ring goes on the left side, and then the long bolt with the space with the washer and the bolt go on the left side. Alright, now that we have the axle cover adapter installed and tightened, the installation of the covers themselves is super simple. They come with two pins to keep them in place. One is a shorter, one is longer. Look at the instructions depending obviously on your bike, but on mine it really doesn't matter because there are no axle nuts here. So they are both going on the inside hole. The outside hole are only for 2008 Sportster models only. Alright, so. Alright guys, so I was going to install the rear axle nut covers just to find out that the exhaust completely covers the right side of the bike, which you know, makes not a lot of sense to install just the left side. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna hold on to these and get them installed when my exhaust comes in. And yes, I do have exhaust on order. And once I receive it, I'll do a video and I'll do a reveal exactly what I'm putting on my bike. Alright guys, so this will do it for today. I do have a bunch of other accessories coming in, so do stay tuned for part 3. As always, if this video was helpful for some of you, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.